Hi, my name is Bill Walkowitz. I have a Facebook group and a blog spot called Wrestling Past and Present. I also, back in the day, wrote for Evan Ginzburg's Wrestling Then and Now newsletter. This is about when I had met Nikolai Volkov. I met him at a Massachusetts Championship Wrestling show in Plastow, New Hampshire. The owner of WWA New England, Fred Sparta, had invited me to show up there because I was going to start working for them behind the scenes as a local promoter and stuff. And I'm like, well, who? He goes, you want to see a show? I said, sure. He goes, come on down tonight, Blastown, New Hampshire. I go, who's on it? He goes, don't worry about who's on it, just show up. So I drove down Route 125, about 45 minutes. I get down there. I walk in the door and I see Bruce Pritchard. I see Dory Punk Jr. I found out later that the very first WWF training dojo was added onto the show at the very last minute. I saw Freddie and shook hands with him. He goes, look around. I'm like, yeah. He goes, this is what we're inheriting because this is their last show. He goes, I'm inheriting all of this. And Freddie was there just to book the finishes for the matches. He goes, look over there. You ought to see a couple people you grew up watching. And I look over and I see the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. I'm like, holy shit. All right. So I go chat with Nikolai, go shake his hand because I was let in before the fans were. And every time I meet somebody, I always try to find a memory that's not a WWF one. And I remember having a tape of Nikolai versus Bruiser Brody, and I brought that up with him, and he smiled. He goes, you saw that, eh? I'm like, yeah. He goes, how'd you see that? I said, well, I trade tapes. I saw it on a tape that somebody gave me, and he goes, what'd you think of it? And I told him what I thought of it. I thought it was a great match, and he goes, you're a big Brody fan? I said, yeah. And we got into this conversation of where I had started seeing Bruiser Brody, and I told him I grew up in Chicago, and I saw him facing Dick the Bruiser, then I saw him in the AWA, then I saw him in World Class, and late at night we had Southwest Championship Wrestling on a Spanish station, and he's like, wow, you've really seen Brody a lot, huh? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, what did you see of me? He goes, well, give me a thing of me, and I said, Superstars of Wrestling, Saturday mornings, on what is now a Fox station. I said, you came out, you sang the Russian national anthem, and I booed the TV for like 3 weeks every time you got on there. I didn't know anything, I was booing it, and I said after about the third time, I said I started getting a kick out of how the fans booed you, so I just started chuckling at it, and I saw him for more than what he was, and I really, over the years, I thought he was a really solid wrestler. So we had that conversation going. The late Killer Kowalski, who I have seen at other shows, and he knew me from other shows, he came up and joined the conversation. He shook my hand, and he looked at me and goes, you causing trouble? I said, no. I'm like, no, I'm not causing any trouble. He looked at Nikolai and pointed at me and goes, he's good for trivia. Anything you want to know, he's good for trivia. And Nikolai nodded his head. He goes, yeah, because I've been finding out. And I made them both laugh because we saw the Iron Sheiks doing them things with the big pins that he always had. And I looked over, and Walter elbows me. He goes, why don't you go try lifting one of them pins? And Nikolai goes, yeah. He goes, you going to try that? And I looked over, and I looked at the pins. I looked at them. I looked at the pins again. I looked at them. I was like, let me think about this really long and really hard. No. I said, no way on God's green earth can I even pick one of them up, let alone do like he does. Which made them both laugh. And the owner, Fred Sparta, came along. He joined into the conversation. So it was really a nice, for a guy living the wrestling dream, it was really a great moment to have all of these legends. And Fred Sparta worked for the WWF as a referee, all in this one spot. And I always got a kick out of being able to meet guys that I grew up on TV watching. I'm trying to keep it cool, trying not to be starstruck, but inside my heart's doing this, and that 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old wrestling fan is just kicking in gear going, yeah, and over the years, I really enjoyed Nikolai Volkov's work, and I thought he was really a really, really good wrestler, both as a fan favorite and as a heel. So truly going to be missed, and I thank Evan Ginzburg very much for this opportunity to say something. And with that, I say thank you, and I'm done.